Welcome to a world full of surprises, where we explore 25 crazy facts you probably didn't know. Imagine a voyage through the realms of knowledge, uncovering hidden truths and bizarre realities. We'll traverse the globe and time itself, revealing facts that will astonish, amuse, and maybe even boggle your mind. We'll probe the depths of the oceans, scale the heights of the mountains, and even journey into the human body itself. So buckle up and get ready to dive into a sea of amazing facts. Starting off our journey, we have 5 fascinating facts that will surely blow your mind. First up, did you know that octopuses have 3 hearts? Yes, you heard it right. 2 of these hearts work exclusively to move blood beyond the octopus's gills, while the third keeps circulation flowing for the organs. The third heart actually stops beating when the octopus swims, explaining the species' predilection for crawling rather than swimming, which exhausts them. Next, let's talk about honey. This sweet treat is a food that doesn't spoil. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. Talk about standing the test of time. Moving on, let's dive into the realm of space. We've all seen shooting stars, right? But did you know that these aren't stars at all? They're actually meteoroids that are burning up in the Earth's atmosphere. And here's a fun fact. The average speed of a falling meteoroid is about 17 miles per second. That's faster than a speeding bullet. Our 4th fact takes us to the animal kingdom. Have you ever wondered how many insects there are in the world? Well, for every human on Earth, there are about 1 billion insects. Yes, you heard it right, 1 billion. It's a bug's world and we're just living in it. Lastly, let's talk about the human body. Did you know that the strongest muscle in the body is the masseter? That's the muscle that closes the jaw. The human bite can exert up to 200 pounds of force. Now that's a lot of power in a single bite. Just when you think you've seen it all, we're only getting started. Scene script. Hold on tight as we continue our exploration with 5 more intriguing facts. Fact number 6. Did you know that a full NASA spacesuit costs $12 million? While 70% of this cost is for the control module and backpack, it's still a pretty penny for a fashion statement that's out of this world. Moving on to fact 7. Ever heard of the term bioluminescence? It's a fascinating natural phenomenon where light is produced by a chemical reaction within a living organism. The ocean is teeming with bioluminescent creatures, but here's the crazy part. It's estimated that about 90% of deep-sea dwellers are bioluminescent. Talk about a natural light show. Now, for fact 8. Have you ever wondered why you can't tickle yourself? It's because the human brain anticipates the tickle, and this prediction in turn nullifies the response of other brain areas to the tickle. Quite the party pooper, isn't it? Let's dive into fact 9. Octopuses are known for their intelligence and flexibility. But did you know they have 3 hearts? 2 pump blood to the gills while the other pumps it to the rest of the body. And when an octopus swims, the heart that delivers blood to the body stops beating, which is why these creatures prefer to crawl rather than swim. Finally, fact 10. The highest temperature ever recorded on Earth was a scorching 136 degrees Fahrenheit in El Azizia, Libya in 1922. Just imagine the heat waves. Are you ready for more? Because we're far from done. Our journey into the world of crazy facts continues with another set of 5 mind-boggling details. Fact 11. Did you know that there's a city in the world with no roads? That's right. The quaint little town of Giethoorn in the Netherlands is completely car-free. Instead, it is interlaced with canals and footpaths. The only way to get around is by boat or on foot. A truly unique way of life, don't you think? Moving on to fact number 12. Here's something to keep you awake at night. The average person will spend approximately 1/3 of their life sleeping. That's around 26 years. Imagine, a quarter of a century spent in dreamland. Next up, fact 13. The world's largest waterfall isn't what you'd expect. It's underwater. The Denmark Strait Cataract, located in the Atlantic Ocean between Greenland and Iceland, has water falling almost 2 miles down. That's more than 3 times the height of Mount Everest. Fact 14. This one might leave you feeling a bit blue, literally. Did you know that the human eye can distinguish between approximately 10 million different colors? However, there's one shade of blue called yin blue that you probably haven't seen. It was accidentally discovered by scientists in 2009 and is considered the newest shade of blue. Finally, fact 15. Here's a fact about our favorite social media platform, Facebook. If it were a country, it would be the 3rd largest in the world, only surpassed by China and India. With over 2 billion users, Facebook is a virtual nation unto itself. As we navigate through these fascinating details about our world, it's clear that there's so much more to learn and discover. The planet we live on is full of surprises, each one stranger than the last. Stay tuned as we delve further into the world of astonishing facts. The adventure continues as we uncover 5 more mesmerizing facts. Let's dive right in. Fact 16. Did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have discovered pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. Talk about an everlasting sweet treat. Moving on to fact 17. It's all about the brilliant mind of Nikola Tesla. This genius inventor could perform integral calculus in his head, which led his teachers to believe he was cheating. Well, sometimes reality is indeed stranger than fiction. Next up, fact 18. Have you ever wondered how many times your heart beats in a day? Well, the average human heart beats over 100,000 times daily. That's a lot of work our little ticker is doing, isn't it? Now, for fact 19, let's take a trip down to Antarctica. No country owns this ice-covered continent. Instead, a number of countries, including the United States, Russia, and many more, have signed a treaty for peaceful scientific cooperation. So, it's a real-life, no-man's land. Finally, we arrive at fact 20. We're talking about the man of mystery himself, William Shakespeare. This legendary playwright invented over 1,700 common English words we use today. Words like assassination, laughable, and lonely were all coined by the bard himself. Hang in there, we've got the last bunch of crazy facts coming up next. Here we are at the final stretch, with the last 5 fascinating facts. Fact 21. Did you know that a single cloud can weigh more than 1,000,000 pounds? Yes, you heard that right. When you look up and see those fluffy things in the sky, remember they're not as light as they seem. Moving on to fact 22, the world's largest waterfall is underwater. It's known as the Denmark Strait Cataract and is located between Greenland and Iceland. Fact 23. The longest place name on the planet is a hill in New Zealand. It's a whopping 85 characters long. Coming to fact 24, an octopus has 3 hearts. Yes, 3. 2 pump blood to the gills, while the third pumps it to the rest of the body. And finally, fact 25, a bolt of lightning is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. And there you have it, 25 crazy facts that you probably didn't know. We've traversed through a world of fascinating facts. Let's revisit some of the most surprising ones. From the astounding reality of our human body to the peculiarities of our natural world to the mind-boggling wonders of the universe, we've journeyed far and wide. We've uncovered truths that challenge our understanding and discovered oddities that tickle our curiosity. Remember, the world around us is an endless trove of knowledge, waiting to be unearthed. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey. Until next time, keep exploring and keep learning.